chance in the mid game, because otherwise, Onyx is going to take this game and run with it.
We're heading to championship point, ladies and gentlemen. We are one game away, and Fnatic Onyx can continue.
All right, come on, Evos.
Win streak. Welcome to game number 3 of the grand finals between Evos Glory and Fnatic Onyx as we jump into the land of dawn.
This was a signature pick back for Onyx, by the way. Back in the Aldo days, back in the Boots days, if you know, you know. Boots was always given the Masha, and he was always able to perform on the Masha. And now the new gen, Lutpi, will try to do the
Bro,
same.
those breaks get me, man. Those breaks, like I'm already, you know, either up super early or up late or whatever. And then they get those like 20, 30-minute breaks in between games, bro. It kills me. It makes me tired.
Because otherwise, that's a bold move to be doing, especially with how CW have been performing. But if you take a look at the emblems, it's Master Assassin from Brands. No tenacity. So he's gonna sacrifice some of that tankiness, some of that safety to try and get a bit more to say in the laning phase. Look at the rest of the emblems by GamesMax, CW with the throw as well, trying to match him there. Keyboy trying to be as aggressive as possible, and Lutpi talking about that late game, going for the weapon mastery. He is gonna be an absolute menace the longer this game goes. And even at 1 or 2 items, we've seen Mashas just completely take over, especially when they're damaging the squishier heroes. Now with the weapon mastery, it might be even more possible, but maybe the early game is where Evos really want to bank on this.
That's what we're expecting, right? That's what we're expecting in the later stages of the game with, of course, the options of emblems that Lutpi has utilized. But Reptar made it clear for us earlier on that this is Lutpi's debut pick on the Masha. He hasn't used it so far, not in the regular season, not in the playoffs. So it's another hidden strat, but we'll see how he performs on it.
Good poke. But my question is, why Master in the Dreams gets poked as well and is forced back right as the turtle spawns? Kyrie already invading Arashi. Most Mashas, all Mashas so far have gone Master Assassin. This is the first weapon mastery Masha. Might be just a difference in ideas, right? Maybe he's trying to play for weak side. He knows there won't be a lot of draws in his lane when Fnatic
Watch out, bro.
Gold lane. So if he goes for aggressive stats, yes, he can maybe be able to pull off some kind of outplay, some kind of
all right.
But
come on, Evos.
The chances are it's going to be a bit less.
Put a dub on the map for the love of God.
Very, very low. Forced to flicker out. Better airstrike.
There you go. And Annabelle picks up the kill. Very clean. And he takes the fucking turtle. And okay.
That penalty zone was perfect.
Be real though, this is how the last 2 games started.
As well to set up this game, ladies and gentlemen. The Ling coming up as one of Annabelle's.
I'm not even cheering for Evos or Onyx really. I just don't want a 4-0.
By Fnatic Onyx in the final upper brackets, but here he shines. 1-0-1 so far. Going to be able to pick up that neutral objective as well. The rising star from Evos Glory.
We're seeing a huge swing here in the meta where Assassins now can really try and match some of these fighters in the first turtle. For the longest time, it's always about letting go for the first few objectives and then going for the next objectives when you have some more items, when you have some more combos available. But I guess for Evos, like we said in game number 2, with the penalty zone, with the Minu and Fury, there's always a chance for Annabelle to just come in right here. And in contrast to the previous game,
with these breaks, 4-0 to the yeah, bro.
With the Tempest of Blades, so that in combination with the Minu and Fury can almost guarantee a neutral objective take.
So are we saying this is the calm before the storm? Are we expecting a better mid-game composition from Fnatic Onyx?
I believe in the mid-game, they're definitely going to turn up the aggression. And we saw earlier, they know how to deal with big teamfight combo compositions. Especially with the Masha later on, they have an option here to go full on split push. And even if you take out a Masha with 2 or 3 members, from the patterns, from the way we've seen things, that Masha can absolutely trade 1-for-1 at least. Final splash though, bringing Dreams back, but an airstrike right on him, forcing him to flicker out to safety. What a roam by Sans, and CW still zoning Brands.
Meanwhile, we saw earlier on that Annabelle first item, the Haas Claws. What's the game plan?
We've seen the Lings go with the Haas Claws, with the Berserker's Fury. Bit more of a burst damage.
Bro, once this is over,
but also a lot of sustainability in the
no more playoffs to worry about, guys. No more overnights. Right now, especially we get to vibe game, until MSC.
Is gonna be a big factor.
I'm so happy, bro.
Heal up in the jungle as well.
It's been catching up to me, I'm not gonna lie. The past 3 weeks with Philippines, Malaysia, and Indonesia being back-to-back like this.
Now Kyrie sets up for the turtle, starts it.
I'm Latoshi. No,
Resets it.
I don't
Wait.
drink, man.
Both teams very hesitant to go for the turtle, and this actually is an advantage to Evo's Glory.
You can't miss the
Annabelle
meta play.
constantly utilizing this time to rotate and go for that level lead. 2 levels ahead now, jumping on the Keyboy with a pinch poise. And Keyboy might just be slain, goes for the final slash, not able to connect with the Thunderclap.
Oh!
Block good, will be taken out. Annabelle unable to chase Keyboy down. Wow! Fnatic Onyx prevail in a chaotic duel. For the airstrike once again going to be used up as a Template Blades. But Annabelle won't really be able to threaten anyone. FNOC just keep on going straight.
Oh my god.
What is the threat of Evo's Glory? Evos threw everything at them and they just took
Singapore,
it.
bro?
What?
You think I'm gonna stream
Annabelle was
Singapore,
2
bro?
ahead.
It doesn't even matter, man. They just stand there, unfazed. Fnatic Onyx, it's almost like with all these adversities posed towards them, they just can't relate. They pull away Annabelle, distracting him. They get a pick off using Ludpi, and then in the midst of all the chaos, they still had their eyes on the turtle. Multi-layered strategies, as always, from Fnatic Onyx, and Evos are just bewildered.
And we talked about it earlier on, right? The fact that Ludpi is on his debut pick, Masha. And that is what he does on it, 2-0-0. The fact that he was able to get that damage over just really helped Fnatic Onyx secure that second turtle, sorry. Game fact, by GoPay, Roger became the most picked hero in the gold lane throughout MPL ID's Season 13 playoffs with 20 picks and 0 bans. So far, CW has picked it up once again, and nobody has been able to punish him for it. Still at 0-0. Will this be the same story that we saw in the last game?
Gasu was my roommate in M5.
Roger, but Annabelle now under the turret. Happy feed.
Well played.
Away from the danger. Sans, whoa. He's going for the chase? What? On the wings by Wings, gets caught by Fluffy on those hammers, but he has Bud Wings, so he's just gonna try to sidestep, and he just walks out of that initiation. Final slash, we can dreams back onto Kyrie. Continues this. He wanted to go for the invade, but now he decides, nah, never mind. We'll just retreat. Look at the itemization. Kyrie went straight for the blade armor, so already initially, they understand that this composition from Evos rely heavily on that backline, on Brands, as always with Evos. So now with the Masha able to just threaten the Ling away potentially, all Kyrie really has to worry about is that DPS coming in from the carry. So it's almost like what Annabelle was doing in the previous game. It's itemizing for all the physical defense, and he can really neglect to itemize for magical defense. On the final smash, Intermittent Fury penalty.
Oh, nice Melon's Fury.
Sans, but he flickers out to safety with Wings by Wings. A Pagers wrap. Kyrie with a retreat battle.
Kyrie getting shredded down.
Dash out to safety. Feather airstrike stolen away. Fluffy gets that last shot to take him down. But Keyboy continues this chase with
CW in trouble? Bro, if they can kill CW, that's all you gotta do, bro. Oh my god, bro. CW is immortal. This guy is immortal, bro.
Gets a stun as well, but CW is unable to tap on that Lycan pounce fast enough. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Ludpi almost taking Brands out.
So that's a neutral objective trade over Kyrie as well as Keyboy, and Evos are able to pick a turret in the top lane. It looks like Brands is eyeing for this mid lane turret, but CW and Kyrie is there.
It's a bit of a trade-off, but for Fnatic Onyx, it definitely isn't ideal, but it's better than nothing. Looking at the gold advantage, actually Evos has the advantage ever so slightly. Everyone else but the EXP lane. That's where Ludpi has been an absolute menace. And if you look at how he's been playing, even with the Heptaseas, you're seeing that he's really less willing to go all in, all crazy, the same way Luke, the guy who made this Masha famous, was known to be doing, right? Earlier, just going in against Brands, there's a chance he could have traded 1-for-1, but he's happy to just burn a battle spell and threaten Brand away and just walk away as well. So it's a more calculated, a more precise approach from Ludpi here that's just less reckless.
He has the BOD now, by the way, and he was able to push in that turret in the bottom lane. So he's busy, he's doing work. Annabelle gonna try and clear up and focus on the housekeeping as Kyrie looks in.
Geek versus Evos was more intense, yeah.
There, yep, the hammer. Oh, Kyrie takes away the orange buff, and Ludpi will be able to get away, only losing 1 HP bar. Dreams and Clockwork in the mid lane, handling that siege very, very well. That's a great combo. Send your crazy burst damage split pusher along with the jungle to make sure that you can get a chance to just threaten for a jungle kill or get his buff away. that is going to be one way for Fnatic Onyx to really get a level advantage, but he is still Kyrie, one level below Annabelle. He's been able to farm really, really well. With Evos setting up right here, you can see CW actually being on the scout, but Lutpi! Ooh, wait. Annabelle.
Kiboy?
Just trying to chase him down, man. Trying to stun him. Get him off that wall. But Annabelle, too slippery. Whoa, Brands able to find that ambush on CW, forcing him to recall.
Ooh, is this a setup that Evos Glory are looking for? It still looks like Annabelle wants to focus on his purple buff before he begins on the next neutral objective take, but every time we go for a neutral objective setup, I always mention levels because I want to see who has the better advantage, but so far, despite
Penalty zone. On a
Oh, nice play, T-Boy.
Back out to safety for the airstrike as the
Kyrie.
knocks up Kyrie.
He can't move.
Annabelle,
get the kill. There you go, boys.
Kevin
Blades looking for T-Boy. Able to get it, double kill. Loopy though. Oh my god, bro.
Finds another. Lutpi and CW.
Every time Evos gets 2 kills,
and Kyrie gets shut
Onyx
down.
gets 3, bro.
2-4-3 trade in favor of the defending champions as they push in that mid turret. It was rightfully theirs earlier on, and they finally get to push it. They deal some damage in that top lane, but what happened?
It's the insane shot calling for Fnatic Onyx. It really seemed they were lost, that they lost several members and are going to be forced to take that defeat. But instead of focusing on where the action was, they turned their eyes immediately to Brands, who's on a low range, slow escape hero, and they run him down immediately, especially with Lutpi's damage available to them, now with the Malefic Roar as well. How are they making these calls, man? The fact that the fights are so chaotic, and yet they seem to always be able to find the right call to turn everything around.
They're so kept together, they're so synergized, they're so... I don't even know what the word is. They're just, they have the chemistry.
They're just better.
The hive mind.
They're good at Mobile Legends.
They're good at Mobile Legends.
They're good at Mobile Legends.
As Coach Aldo put it earlier on. But again, Annabelle at level 15. Kyrie is 2 levels below. You'd think that they'd have the advantage here. But again, they have tunnel vision.
But also Matt, you gotta, this is grand finals Onyx too, bro. There's a difference.
Gets the penalty zone, a good one. Lutpi in the back as well, looking for the flag, jumps in with the thunderclap, and the airstrike connects on the clock run, and look at Lutpi!
Brands goes on.
Again with the chase, the thunderclap there!
Oh!
Lutpi finds a double!
That's it, boys. That's it, boys. It's GG's. Just
Fnatic Onyx continuing
send in the white flag already, man.
But CW wants to chase just for a bit, goes back towards the Enhanced Lord.
And that trade is so worth it, right?
Evos are
Lutpi
not
trading
touching
his
them, bro.
life over for bronze is already great, but he goes in for 2 more members.
Boy, might be a bit too much, then you could choose.
Well played.
Sans versus the Assassin. He buys the winner truncheon, the feather airstrike gets popped in, and Annabelle will be able to pinch Poise out. Fnatic Onyx take the Enhanced Lord.
And they will be able to save the turret on the bottom side there. So, trading a roamer's life for the turret, I think it's still absolutely within their calculations. With the Lord coming through right here, to see how Fnatic Onyx want to play this. They are known to try and do multiple different approaches. They've gone for a 3-wave collision to just crack open the base. They are known to try and go for a big play, a pick-off play, and get one base turret and distract, almost using the Lord as a split push. That's the confusion that Evos have to try and solve right now.
Sorry.
Bro, Onyx approach to this right here is vicious.
That's a Chad move right there, CW.
What?
You don't know, fun fact, last time he went for the BOD on the Roger, he was up against Luke on the Masha. So now that there's no Masha on the enemy team, he can do it. He lost that game, by the way, when he went BOD.
Yep, that's a big thing we were talking about, the itemization choice, BOD instead of the Malefic Roar. But in this situation, especially with how Onyx have been playing, ignoring the front line, destroying the back line completely, that BOD is going to allow them to do that so much better. But for now, Evos have defended, losing all the turrets outside of their base. That will mean that Fnatic Onyx can just camp out in the jungle of Evos, and they're going to be starved for resources. They're going to start getting strangled.
Asphyxiated, right? Just drowning at the moment. It's looking...
Geek Fam would have won at least 1 or 2 games. I don't know, man.
The people's champions here in the 14th minute of the game. And it looks like, oh, Keyboy.
Keyboy messes up.
Penalty zone and Fluffy's forced back. Fnatic Onyx saw Lutpi earlier, man. Annabelle was so close to him.
Onyx will clap at bro. Get out of here,
Now Fnatic Onyx is
Hickey.
controlling the enemy jungle.
Arashi?
Don't get delusional, bro. Don't get delusional.
They're gonna go for a proper fight. They have to
Don't
make
get
sure
delusional,
that they're all
bro.
close enough together and they can protect Brands. If Brands can output the damage, that's one of their big win conditions. And now they're going forward, so.
But it only just tickles Kyrie. CW just gets out by jumping with ult, and now
Whoa.
big damage from CW. You can see that bod, that BOD.
CW with the massive bod there. Now with the rose gold as well. Like we were saying, when they're moving forward like this, they don't really have the same kind of chase, especially against a Fredrin, a Masha, a Roger. There's not a lot of heroes that can be picked up aside from maybe Sans on that Farsa. So for now, for Evos, either they get a pick off onto Sans, or they just wait and ensure that make sure that Brands can just output the damage, keep hitting. Because otherwise, it really seems like for now, Evos is just lacking damage. Even when Clocken is able to just sit there and output that damage, spam out those spells, Kyrie with Athena's is going to be a bit too tanky, especially with the extra bits of sustain.
So pickoffs is the way to go now for Evo's glory.
Pick off to Sans or just protect Brands.
Okay,
That rhymes, bars.
nice.
Brands, Sands,
Rap God.
They gotta dance now with Lord, you know.
Gotta use fast hands.
Look at the arena, there are a lot of fans.
This game is 10 out of 10.
I'm a man.
Huh?
I'm a man. No,
No.
sorry.
Whoa, whoa,
They're
whoa,
beginning
whoa,
to feel
whoa.
like some
Not
rap
join, okay.
gods.
What the heck was that?
I'm sorry. I'm
Participation trophy.
FOMO, bro.
Oh, Kyrie seems he wants to join in this skirmish as well. Fluffy will be forced back. CW doing some damage. Final slash.
Final slash.
Displacing an Appraiser's Wrath as well. CW now on the Lycan form, and Keyboy is still just hovering over. Meanwhile, Lutpi. Look at the flanks here. As a Feather Airstrike zones them all away from this Lord.
Fluffy still has Flicker though, and Fluffy is still looking for an angle. There is still time for them to look for a counter engage.
You're waiting for an opportunity right here, but the way Lutpi is playing this Masha is absolutely annoying. Look at it for Evos. Oof. Just moving back and forth, waiting for a chance to go for a 50-50, but Onyx will give it to him. Lutpi, once again, just zoning
Look at
Annabelle away.
Sans.
And on the other side, Keyboy.
Sans is doing
These
so
Avengers
well
now.
on this Farsa, bro.
Force a flick around.
Oh! Well played by
Fluffy.
Floofy.
Combo, Lutpi in the backline, still trying to zone them away as he jumps on the branch, but he has them in the nature. And now, Kyrie, Posse Appraiser's Wrath, Lycan form.
Floofy down. CW able to get the kill.
And Keyboy still
CW will get knocked up.
alive.
Oh, but wait, Annabelle, what happened?
Clock
Bro,
for the finish.
Clock on in the back.
But look at Calvin
Oh my
with
god, bro. You guys are
Nata
throwing, bro.
Saving the day for Fnatic Onyx.
Game after game after game after game.
Throw after
CW.
throw after throw after
What
throw.
is this at this point, right? It was looking great for Evos, and CW pulled that
We're going
out
to
again,
sleep
and they're
early
able to be
tonight,
able to
boys.
blitz this Lord in the 18th minute of the game, and
We're going to
there's
sleep
absolutely
early.
nothing that Dreams and Brands can say.
They're just better. What can you say there?
They're just
It was
better,
looking
bro.
So good. It was equal, right? Two members diving in the
Great way to put it,
everyone else
Arashi.
Kiting backwards. It was supposed to be somewhat equal, but in the end,
Sometimes
Fnatic Onyx still get the better.
You don't need
even though
a deep
technically on
analysis. You don't need anything
paper, and 18
crazy.
minutes with Brands.
They're just
already
better.
a full item inventory. Should be just out damaging. They're just not giving Evos the chance to fight in one place. The kitebacks, the maneuverabilities, the back and forth is what they're using right here to completely deny Brands. If you look at the damage dealt, he was able to match up to CW, but with a lot of risk taken. He was almost taken out by Lutpi in order to try and match CW. For CW is the exact opposite. They can
Zays
do
just
this all day.
posted an Honor of Kings
That's the
tier
problem, right?
list.
This debut pick, this Masha on Lutpi,
My guy
the
Zays
rising
just posted an
star
Honor of Kings tier
Fnatic
list.
Onyx, man. I remember when he first came into the team to replace Boots. So much doubt, so much hesitation from all of the fans, from everyone. Even on the caster desk, people were doubting this kid's potential. And this is the performance that we get from him. And this is not against a normal team. This is an Evos glory that have, oh, wait a minute. Lutpi again.
Oh God, Lutpi has another thunderclap. He flickers out of the Tempest of Blaze. Now final slash, displacing Fluffy into the Feather Airstrike. Not able to pop into penalty zone. Two base turrets taken down already. Fnatic Onyx look for 3, and they get 3. Evos Glory down to just
Bro,
their crystal.
9.4K gold lead, 19 minutes in.
What a
We are
performance.
almost
Clean
at the 60K gold mark.
gameplay from Fnatic Onyx. Not a single thing left to chance right there. The 3-wave push we're talking about, they just know that this time with the next Lord, it will work out. It will collide and take out that bottom turret. Now Floppy just trying to scout around. He might have put him more than he can chew though.
Two-man final slash, the penalties
Oh.
don't do nothing! Ludwig obliterates them, even with the
Come on, do something, bro.
Once again, finds a
Annabelle on the run, running from a freaking Roger, bro.
He's so far isolated, CW. He smells blood in the land
You're
of
running
dawn.
from your target.
Annabelle smells it as well. He knows he was on the chopping block. They
Eminem versus the
disengage.
game? Eminem never
It's an
even responded to the
8,000
game,
gold
bro.
lead. It's an 8K gold lead.
Not even gonna-
for
he's not
Fnatic
even-
Onyx. 1v2. And Kyrie.
I will say this.
He was enough to distract
Black Slim
Brands.
Shady
Was
track
able to
from,
trigger
the
wand
game
as
actually
well.
went kinda
We need
hard.
to take a look at this replay presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy.
I think it's an
Into the
underrated
final
diss
slash
track.
and everything. We talked about how the flanks are something that's important, and you can see the Evos now with Grants just outputting that damage again and again. He was one of the big reasons why Ludwig got so low. But Kyrie tries to win it around with the Fierce Wrath, burns the Wind of Nature, and that's the problem. In every single fight right now, with how short range Brands is, Kyrie can very easily just nuke him with the Wind of Nature, and if the wand is used in that engagement, then Ludwig has a field day. CW can just go all in and just delete him outright. With the next
CW
Lord
is
already in
definitely
play,
MVP,
with no
bro.
base turrets. It's looking grim for Evos, but they are still in the game.
The fact that CW has just gone deathless in 3 games.
Burns out, but now the Link will not have a purple buff to play
Bro, the
with.
game says Eminem lost to MGK. Stop, bro. The game's just a hater,
And even
bro.
before that previous engage, Sans
But I
was
mean,
also able
I will say
to
this.
get that divine glaive in.
MGK,
So that's burst
I
damage
think, has
already
the
given over.
best
This is looking bleak for
Eminem
Evos.
diss out there.
What's the win con here?
Like,
in this
MGK
next
actually
floor
did pretty
dance?
good.
With
I
the way
wish he
Onyx
would've
is playing, I don't
responded
even
back.
know.
Oh, 1v1? Annabelle?
Annabelle running, but he has the flicker, doesn't have that reset just yet. He didn't leave that car, but Fluffy has been isolated, forced to flicker out. This might be just a free Lord, and it's going to be an evolved one for Fnatic Onyx.
Now without the Feather Airstrike though, there's gonna be a chance for Evos.
Ray Houdini,
They
1 out of
rely
10.
on Basic attacks for their damage, but Fluffy on half HP.
I think
though,
it's a
gonna
solid
be risky
7.5.
play, and Keyboy, as always, is waiting for an opportunity
Solid-
to screw everything
solid
up
7.5.
for Evos.
He's still there, Fluffy jumps in with a desperate engage with a penalty zone, but he doesn't have a flicker.
Oh,
Airstrike
nice
canceled out of
knock-up.
His Fury, and now Lupi makes his move. Fluffy gonna be engaged on. CW picks up
Bro,
a monster
Brands
kill.
can't do
Lupi in the
anything,
back.
bro.
Now with one more thunderclap, Brands buys an
Oh my
immortality.
God,
But that's just one
bro.
more time that he can do the same thing over again.
Oh my
Annabelle
God,
comes
bro.
by Sans with a flicker forward. The winner
Bro.
touches by Glockun. The recalls by Sans and Annabelle with one last ditch, one last effort.
What are
to
you
try to
doing,
save this game.
Glockun?
Another feather
What are you
airstrike.
doing, bro?
Glockun, Fnatic, Onyx have
Why did you
wiped
target
Evos
Loopy?
out.
You're just clicking
Grand
buttons,
championship
bro.
points. Ladies and gentlemen, what a stellar performance from every individual